Coyle Harris's Battle to Correct Daughter's Birth Certificate by Jo Lines-MacKenzie for stuff.co.nz. If you like the content, please like, comment and subscribe. A Te Kauwhata man is feeling vindicated as a public petition to get his late wife's name on their daughter's birth certificate nears 50,000 signatures. Katherine Harris never met Paige, who was carried by a surrogate. Carl Harris told his wife he'd get her name on the piece of paper, but he's battling. Children's Commissioner Andrew Becroft is calling for a law change to avoid these deeply unfair situations, and an online petition to the government has attracted more than 48,000 signatures. Hopefully that will be enough weight behind it to kind of force the government to make a decision, and 50,000 is a lot of people, is 1% of the population, Carl Harris said. After battling it for nearly 2 years, a bit of self-doubt crept in. It's a bit vindicating for me. Yes, it is a big deal to me, and it's a big deal to a lot of people. Paige's birth certificate has not recorded for her mother because Katherine died in December 2019 before the couple could officially adopt Paige when she was born in March 2020. This is unacceptable and deeply unfair, Becroft said, and children must be the primary consideration. On Friday, the Children's Commissioner pushed the Minister of Internal Affairs and the department's Deputy Chief Executive Services, Delivery and Operations to reconsider Paige's case. I know they are constrained by existing law. That law must be changed. Becroft's office had recommended that the Law Commission's review of surrogacy the intended parents to be recognised as a child's parents from conception. We've also recommended that this take effect retrospectively. If this is successful, then Paige will be able to have her birth certificate fixed and Kat's name recorded as Paige's mother, as she is and will always be. Katherine was born with cystic fibrosis and had a lung transplant in 2012 and married Kyle in 2013. They checked the typical boxes: honeymoon, buying a house, and then all their friends were having kids. Medical advice was that it wasn't safe for Katherine to carry a baby because of the anti-rejection transplant drugs she was taking, Carl Harris said. Katherine would come back from friends' baby shower was crying, so we decided we should investigate and we went down the surrogacy route. The couple went through lawyers and ethics committee on assisted reproductive technology requirements and checks by police in Oranga Tamariki. Friends Renee and Josh Johnson offered to carry the Harris's baby, and Renee Johnson fell pregnant with the first IVF attempt. We took it as a sign that it was meant to be, Carl Harris said. Soon after, Katherine developed a bad cough, not uncommon for cystic fibrosis patients, which proved serious enough for her to be put back on the transplant list. She just got progressively worse, and it came to the end of November, beginning of December. I think it was then that everyone realised that she was probably not going to make it. Oranga Tamariki indicated then that there could be a problem getting Katherine's name on the birth certificate. Katherine died on December 28th, 2019. While grieving, Harris had to redo all of the adoption steps for a solo adoption, not a joint one. Paige was born on the day New Zealand went into the first COVID-19 Alert Level 4 lockdown. No family could see her, and I was all by myself, so that was a bit tough. Harris's lawyer also had to invoke a special clause in the law because it was illegal for a single male to adopt a female child. The bigger battle was getting Katherine's name on Paige's birth certificate, though Harris didn't expect it to be so hard. Numerous avenues have been tried, including births, deaths and marriages, Internal Affairs Minister Chris Farfai and even Jacinda Ardern. After knockbacks, Josh Johnson began the online petition. Paige is now 18 months old and knows her mum, Carl Harris said. I have pictures everywhere in the house of Kat, and when I point to the picture, she says, "Mummy, mummy." If it takes 40 years of petitioning for the birth certificate to be changed, then I guess that's what it has to be. I am determined. Registrar General Birth, Deaths and Marriages Jeff Montgomery said this tragic situation was not considered when the current law was established. Montgomery has to go by the adoption order. When a court determines that only one parent should be recognized for a child, then I am obliged to list only that parent on a birth certificate. The family would need specialist legal advice on whether the court would revise the order, Montgomery said.